Hello, today I'm going to show you how to make a basic tile coaster that can hold your drinks and acts as a nice conversation piece for when your friends come over and they see your colorful coaster sitting on your coffee table. So there are different ways that you can do this craft. The method that I'm going to show you today uses a Mosaic stone cement compound as well as a mold for the Mosaic coaster. But you could do this with grout and wood glue to glue the tiles down. So there are several different methods that you can use to make this. I'm just showing you one in particular today. So to do this craft, you will need a Mosaic stone cement compound. There are several different brands you can get. The one in particular that I have is Jennifer's Mosaic's brand. You'll also need petroleum jelly, something to scoop or measure with, water, a mixing bowl, something to stir your mosaic cement with, contact paper, a mold, and of course, your mosaic tiles. Now, for this video, I've already pre-cut the contact paper, but the best way to do that is to just take your mold and then trace around the base of it onto your roll of contact paper, and then you can cut it out, and you'll get a nice piece of contact paper that fits really well into your base. So once you have all of these things gathered, you will be ready to put your mosaic coaster together. So the first step is to prep your mold to get ready to put your contact paper and pour in your cement for your tiles. So you are going to want to grease this kind of like you'd be doing for making cookies. So you don't need a whole lot of petroleum jelly, you don't really want to overdo it, but you might want to get it nice and greased so that it doesn't stick. So about like that. And then once you have your mold all prepped like that, you can take your contact paper and peel it off. And then you're going to put it sticky side up into your mold and just lay it onto your petroleum jelly. So now that we have our mold all prepped, we can start laying out the tiles in whatever pattern we want. The next step is a somewhat tricky part, mixing up your mosaic tile cement to get the right consistency. Now some people like to do exact measurements. I have always found that it's just easier to kind of mix things and then add more water or add more cement until you get the consistency you want. The consistency that you're going for looks kind of somewhat like pancake batter, so you definitely do not want it to be too watery, but you also don't want it to be really powdery either. So this is about what you want your tile cement to end up like. Like I said, kind of having the consistency of pancake or cookie batter. Now that we have all of our mosaic cement mixed up, it's time to pour it into our mold. You want to pour carefully and not over pour and make a huge mess. But you also want to get enough in, so don't be shallow about it. You basically want to fill up the mold to the edge. And now that the mosaic cement has been poured, you need to leave it to dry. The instructions for this particular brand of mosaic cement say that it dries in about an hour. I prefer to leave it for about 5 or 6 hours, maybe an afternoon or so, before taking it out of the mold. So now we're going to leave it to dry. And then once your coaster is dry, you can pop it carefully out of the mold. And with your coaster out of the mold, you can slowly peel off the contact paper that you put on top at the beginning. And your coaster is almost complete. Now you might notice a few little spots on here where you can see some of the ceramic has dried onto the glass. And that's pretty easy to get off with a basic hobby knife or a box cutter, or something basically that just has a little sharpness to it.